Welcome to a 20-minute video. Let's get the timer started. This is my third retake. The first two, I just kept fumbling over my words. I think I'm tired, but the thing is, I am getting this done earlier. It's 2:35 in the morning. So it's much earlier than before. And today is June 24th, Tuesday. Happy Tuesday, everybody. And I don't got much going on. Let's talk about the day first because I didn't write much. So for yesterday, I slept at 3:45 a.m. and I got up at 8 o'clock. I did the usual. I made the rice. I made the coffee. I also cleaned up my travel studio, which is the laptop. Usually I would clean this up before I go to sleep, but for some strange reason that day, I decided to just leave it, go to sleep, and clean up in the morning. 8:35, I wrote and read messages to my Hmong friends on Facebook. And then at 9:05, I got ready to go to work, and then I left everything blank. Interesting thing was when I went downstairs, the tooth, she wasn't home. So she was gone. And man, when she was gone, I was at peace, and I just started spacing out, wasting time, spacing out. I didn't snap out of it until I think probably 11 o'clock. I snapped out and I said, well, you know what, I better go to work. And that's what I did. I went to work, and I was so upset with myself because I'm wasting time. I need to stop wasting time because I made a goal to go to work early and try to make the most as I can. Even when I get out there early and there's nothing, even though I know there's nothing going to be out there, the point is for me to be disciplined and get out there and just do it. Don't make any excuses. If I say I'm going to go do it, to just do it and not just make excuses. So that's why I was really harsh on myself. I was like, man, I'm trying to get out the house at 9 because it was 9:05 when I got ready. And then when I realized Tooth wasn't home, I was like, man, how am I going to enjoy this? Because once she sells the house, I won't get to be in a place and relax, lay down, chill out, have Wi-Fi. And I totally spaced out, and what can I do? Because I guess from my experience being out in the streets for 6 years, there is no peace, privacy, or anything like that, because pretty much it's public parking anywhere, like wherever I park. Even though there's plenty of parking spaces, I call them spiritually empty people. They'll just pick a spot right next to me when there is plenty of parking spots, and I just don't get it. And of course I would be angry, and I would just move because I don't want to be like that. Because if I see someone alone, they just want to be alone, I would space out, give them space. Unless if it's packed, of course I'm going to park near them because it's packed. But if it's not, then I would space out a car or two, 3 or more. So yeah. Whoops, I didn't mean to kick the camera. So let me write that down, spaced out. Yeah, because once she sells the house, it's back at it again. And yeah, I do want to mention that I didn't really have a plan, so we're pretty much going with the flow, aka winging it. And if we don't make it to the 20-minute video, I'm going to title it Crippled. Crippled 20-minute video. Yeah. And I don't know how to say this. I feel like I'm not there in the head. I'm becoming like those people that I am avoiding. How I call them spiritual empty. I kind of sense myself gearing towards that way. And wow, I realized I really need to somehow bring life back into me, or people who are spiritual, increase the vibration or bring more positivity. And wow, I know one thing is our perspective, how we view things, can greatly make an impact how we become spiritually. And I'm doing my best to see things positively. I'm trying my best. So yeah, should I write that down? Positivity. Wow, I hope the thumbnail and the description will match up with the things I say, because I notice on some of my videos, of course they match up, but then I'm missing a lot of other stuff on the description. For the thumbnail, I know everything won't fit on the thumbnail, but for the description, I don't know, maybe I should put etc. or more. Yeah. Alright, let me talk about this. I did make a vlog earlier today. I don't think I'm going to upload it. Pretty much I talked about the tooth, what happened, and I went into deeper detail. And then I also sorry, I'm slurring my words, I'm getting kind of tired. I shared how many trips I made and my total amount, which I'll share in the 20-minute video. I did a total of 7 deliveries and I made $50, so pretty good for a Monday, right? Is it Monday? Yeah. So I did pretty good for a Monday. I forgot I didn't work Sunday, and Sundays, they used to be good. For some strange reason, they're not good as before. So I think I know why. It's because people are eating out and there will be a lot of cars at the restaurant. So I mean, it is what it is, because a month ago, or more than a month ago, Sunday was really good. Saturday was okay. It was pretty much like a regular weekday, but Sunday I could count on it to make near $100, near, like about 70, 80. To me, that's near. And yeah, it'll be pretty good. But anyways, the vlog, the reason why I brought it up, I'm not going to upload the one that I made. Reason is the stuff I talk about are things I could talk about in the 20-minute videos. I think I'm going to try to separate it out. For the 20-minute video, it'll be more intimate, like what the day, what I'm thinking in the day or what I'm doing. For the vlog, I'll probably have more fun with it. Of course, still sharing the journey, but it won't be too serious. It'll be more carefree. That's my thought process. I mean, I'm speaking it now, but I'm not sure if it'll go that route. But just throwing ideas out there. Man, I am so tired. I wonder, am I burning myself out from trying to vlog every day, edit every day, and also on top of that doing the 20-minute videos? Could that be causing me to be tired? So I don't know. I'm thinking what I'm going to do is do the vlogs, but not edit right away. So I'll just take clips here and there for each day, and then make a vlog. I don't know, I'm just thinking out loud. Man, I'm tired. And right now it is 2:45. How much time we got left? We got 9 minutes. For that one, put thoughts. 20 minutes for serious stuff. Man. I'm just so tired. I remember seeing a video on TikTok. I don't know what happened to TikTok. TikTok went downhill for me because there aren't many more informative stuff anymore. Now it's all really spiritually unalive stuff. Majority of them are shopping live. Pretty much people just selling products, and the other would be simping and pranks. Like, I'm not into that, because before the TikTok ban thing, I used to get a lot of information, health, hacks to make life easier, tips and tricks on how to make life easier, just things like that. Oh yeah, I guess that's the same as hack. And also news of what's going around the world. Accurate news, not stuff that we would see on the mainstream, but the local folks at what we see pretty much. And very informative, but it's all gone. It is all gone. After that TikTok ban where they just took it out for, I think, like a day or two, and when it came back up, that's when I noticed things were different. It was not the same anymore. So why am I bringing this up? See, TikTok, but not the same. Not the same. The reason why I bring this up is because on one of the TikTok, I saw a guy talking about how he noticed he was lacking a lot of energy and he wasn't motivated to do anything. But the reason why he got himself to do work is because he had to pay bills. But inside, back of his mind, he just didn't want to do anything. He felt like he just lost motivation. He lost desires to just do anything except do the very minimal, paying his bills. And I remember seeing other content creators saying similar things where they just feel burnt out, but they haven't really done much except work to pay bills. And in a strange way, that's kind of how I'm feeling burnt out. Not from doing the 20-minute videos or the other things, but just, I guess, working. Because once I get out to, driving there is already rough. Dealing with people on the road is really taxing my mind. When I get there and then thinking about, oh man, I gotta deal with these people on the road again every single day. But I'm very grateful and thankful for the Father of Heaven's protection, because these people, it's just like they're not focused or paying attention on the road. They seem to have something better than focusing and paying attention on the road, which is scrolling social media, vibing out with some music or watching a movie. Just anything besides focusing. So, man, that is terrible, and I don't like it, but there's nothing I could do at the moment. So, mention about that. loss of energy. Man. I have not studied Hmong for a long time. Probably more than a week now. And if I keep this up, I'll probably forget everything. Because I need to go at it at least for like a year or two to actually have everything remembered. Because back then I was able to read and write Korean and speak it okay, but when I stopped, I think I only studied for like a year. But when I stopped everything went away. I totally forgot everything. It's just not there. It doesn't click. So I'll have to relearn the whole thing again. Same thing when I try to learn, I tried to also learn Russian. I got pretty good. And then I stopped. And that too, I totally forgot everything. Same goes for the Chinese. But I didn't learn like writing or anything. Just pinging, just regular conversation. And when I stopped, I totally forgot everything. So for the Hmong, this is the language I cannot let it happen. Like the Korean, the Russian, and the Chinese, I have to retain it. So yeah, maybe I'll write that down too. I gotta take the Hmong seriously. For those that have been supporting me, to my returning viewers, probably already know the three that I made the oath with the Father of Heaven: the Hmong, the working out, the emotional mastery. Those three still in working progress, and I'm very grateful for the commenter I enjoy reading. He mentioned that the things that we go through, there is a lesson to be learned, and if we don't learn it, then we'll go through it. I think he's right. I think there's something in scripture, the Bible, talking about that, where the Father of Heaven has to prepare us for what we want, what we desire. He has to prepare us, and we have to learn. In order to get it, we have to learn. And what I mean by that is, man, I'm just so out of it. Like, for example, no, that's not a good example. I was going to talk about the 40 years in the wandering in the desert, but that one's pretty deep. There was a lesson learned. The lesson learned for that one is when the Father of Heaven assigns something, we should have faith, trust, and don't mumble and grumble in the process. Because they were mumbling and grumbling what was supposed to take 10, 11 days. The Father had made 40 years in the I'm not sure if it was a desert or a forest, I forgot. But they had to roam around for 40 years, which was supposed to take about 10 to 12 days. And that's the same with me. If I don't get what the lesson is, and if I keep mumbling and grumbling and not fixing my attitude, I probably have to go again in circles, and I don't want to go in circles anymore. I need to break out of the cycle. I need out. And I think one of it is the tooth. Got 51. And I gotta not to have emotional mastery alone with the tooth, but to understand it, why I'm calming myself down. Why do I want to be at peace with the tooth? Why am I being calm and composed with her? And it has to be genuine. For me, it's just like before, because I didn't really understand. To me, it's just like my emotional mastery. I'm just holding it in. If I could hold it in, hold my peace when she's around, everything be cool. but it doesn't really work like that, because yeah, it works on the surface level. She's quiet, she talks to things that she does. We made it. However, inside is building up. It's building up, it's getting worse, and it's just waiting to explode, because I'm doing the emotional mastery at partial work. I'm not doing the full 100%. I'm not really understanding the process of it. I'm just holding it in. So it's not truly emotional mastery. It's just, I guess, mastering holding it in. And that is not good. That is not good. So I'm trying to relearn, I guess, rewire my thought process on the emotional mastery, and actually understand it, and to be truly at peace, not just to hold an emotion to have the peace, but to truly have inner peace. I do apologize if I sound confusing, because I'm an old man. I thought I understood this, but my goodness, I am still learning, and I feel like I'm behind in my old age, and I'm upset, but it's better to learn it than to pretend or think that I know it, which is even worse. But that's all I want to speak on this video. I do apologize for slurring my words, going all over the place. I am really worried. I gotta leave the house at before 10. The tooth is having an open house today, so that's why I'm trying to rush everything. And right now it's let me pull up this one. It's gonna be 3 in the morning. So when I upload this and everything, I'll probably be sleeping at 3:30. Anyways, I do apologize dragging this too long and being all over the place, also slurring my words. However, I want to say thank you to those that are supporting me, and I do want to make a quick prayer for those that have watched the video all the way through. Thank you so much. If you are new and enjoy the content, or just want to join along the journey, please consider helping me out with a like, a comment, a share, and if you're not subscribed, to subscribe. And to my returning viewers, thank you so much for your support. I greatly appreciate it. And now for the prayer. I pray that the Father of Heaven will protect our peace when we encounter any challenges, any obstacles, any situation, any people, any person that tests us to the very limits, that we may be able to handle it gracefully, peacefully, and if it is in our will, and if it is possible, to handle it with love and with positivity. I also pray that we will have forgiveness, genuine forgiveness. Of course, not to forget, but to truly forgive, that our hearts may not darken. I also pray that the Father of Heaven will give us lots of love, because we need His love in order to be present, because that's very important, to be present and to be aware of what's going on in the world. And that's all I have for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Until the next, the Most High willing. Hallelujah and Sinji Dua.